Hello, everybody. Today we're going to do a deck flip through of this little Cartomancy deck that I have in my collection. It's called Pahlavi, and it's printed actually in Grand Rapids, which is super cool because I'm located here in Michigan. And what's really cool about it is that it was printed in 1904. So this is the white book that comes with it, or you could call it a white book. I mean, it's a very modern term. This is the instruction manual. Okay. This is the box that it came in. It's really starting to wear away, but it protected the cards nonetheless. The bottom half is doing really well. The top is a little bit beat up. So these are the cards. Okay. The backs are really cool. And I've been hanging on to this deck for quite a long time, at least some handful of years, and the person I got it from had it up on the internet for quite a while and nobody was buying it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it, and I've held on to it. But I think it's time to let it see a new home. I have some other things I want to try to invest into and just kind of move it along down the road to somebody that might be able to curate it much better than I. So this deck kind of focuses around, I believe, Greek stuff. Um, yeah, Greek or Roman. I'm not that versed in those things, but you'll see as we flip through it. I just thought it was cool that it was printed in 1904. Obviously, you don't really want to use things like this um, because of their age. I did at one point have a plan on reproducing this deck, but I just don't see it being like a fruitful endeavor. Maybe somebody that does kind of do these things, redo, reprint old decks. I mean, it is out of copyright. Copyright only lasts 100 years, so this deck is eligible to be reproduced without anybody trying to sue you. So if you really are into those types of things, this is an option. And if you advertise this deck correctly, you probably could have a seller. But yeah, I initially had bought this deck with the intention of possibly reproducing it, but then you have to put it through all sorts of scans and really tedious work on the computer to try to get it centered correctly. And just with all of my schooling going on and everything, I just don't see it happening anytime soon. So ideally, I'd like to see this deck go to somebody that knows how to curate older goods and kind of preserve it for the future of kind of like the psychic, parapsychology, occult, esoteric community. Um, I'm not quite sure how popular this deck was, but nonetheless, it's really cool. Like, you can see that they bring in words, they're bringing in numbers, symbols. So there's a really diverse palette of numerology, etymology, and interpretation with this deck. We could even go as far as the geometry to try to draw on abstraction to bring forward messages. Um, yeah. So ideally, this is going to go to an awesome home. I do have it listed on eBay. I'm going to list it on my website here in a moment. And obviously these are phrases that are still applicable to today. Um, so they're unchanging, they're timeless. And that's a really big thing that a lot of occultists really try to get at are timeless messages. It doesn't matter what time or place that you're at, these words can apply to you. And if it's not timeless, it's not going to last through time. So this is cool. Jupiter, the sphere of power. I almost think of Mars as more of the sphere of power, but who knows? Chaos. So here we go. That's cool. That's super cool. I might actually put this one in the front. Set that aside. Ooh, this is more of the negative suit, quote unquote, negative. There's more lessons to be learned. So I did see an auction end of this exact deck for $420. I'm asking $400. If you've made it this far. The moon. Let's see the little crescent moon there. Okay, this is the last card. Natural Law. Perfect. Well, I hope you enjoyed the quick flip through, and this is the Pahlavi Cartomancy deck.